There is a frequency currently moving through the atmosphere of Earth that your physical eyes cannot see, but your soul is screaming in response to it. You've felt it, haven't you? That sudden, sharp ringing in your ears that feels like a coded message? That inexplicable exhaustion that sleep cannot fix? That deep, aching loneliness for a home you cannot find on a map? Listen to me very closely. You are not losing your mind, and you are not falling apart. You are being upgraded. For thousands of years, the truth of who you are has been systematically hidden, buried under layers of emotional manipulation and societal programming. But the veil is thinning. The Arcturian Council is not just watching anymore. They are actively broadcasting the final codes of remembrance. If you are watching this, your internal clock has hit 0. The time of hiding is over. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly why your body is reacting this way and what your specific mission requires of you in these final hours of the old paradigm. Most will sleep through this shift. Most will dismiss these sensations as medical or psychological. But you know the truth. You feel the electricity in your very bones. This is the moment your DNA has been waiting for since you left the stars to come here. Do not turn away. Your evolution depends on the resonance of the next few minutes. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this. But something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. Your body is currently the most important piece of technology on this planet. You have been taught to view your physical form as a mere biological machine, subject to decay, illness, and the limitations of 3D physics. This is the ultimate manipulation. The truth is that your body is a crystalline vessel, and right now it is being hit by high-frequency gamma rays from the great central sun, channeled through the Arcturian gateways. You might be experiencing sudden heat flashes that aren't related to temperature, or chills that feel like electricity running down your spine. These are not symptoms of a malady. They are the sounds of your internal modem trying to connect to a 5D signal. Think of your nervous system as a series of fiber optic cables. For most of your life, these cables have been carrying low-voltage information, survival, fear, and social conditioning. But now, the Galactic Federation is increasing the voltage. If your internal wiring isn't prepared, you feel anxiety. You feel wired but tired. This is because the old human software is crashing to make way for the Arcturian operating system. Your DNA is not just a double helix, it is a multidimensional library. 10 of your 12 strands have been dormant, labeled junk DNA by scientists who do not understand the cosmic architecture. Those strands are now beginning to vibrate. As they vibrate, they shake loose the trauma and the dense emotional garbage you've carried for decades. This is why you are suddenly remembering things from your childhood, or even past lives, with startling clarity. Your body is purging the old to make room for the light. This process is urgent. The Earth's resonance, the Schumann resonance, is spiking in ways that are unprecedented. Those who are not tuned will find the coming years increasingly difficult to navigate mentally and emotionally. You, however, are being given the calibration tools right now. You are the chosen ones, not because of ego, but because of your capacity to hold this specific frequency without shattering. When you feel that tingling in your scalp or the pressure in your third eye, stop what you are doing. Breathe. Acknowledge that a download is occurring. The Arcturians are master healers and technicians of light. They are working on your subtle bodies while you sleep, which is why many of you are waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. This is the window of clarity, where the veil is thinnest and the transmission is strongest. Do not fear the changes in your appetite, your sleep patterns, or your sensitivity to noise. You are becoming a more refined instrument. You are transitioning from a carbon-based existence to a crystalline-based awareness. This is the first key to your awakening, the realization that your body is the bridge. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 5,200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 65-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment, only 72 hours at the launch price. For eons, humanity has been kept in a state of emotional bondage. You, as a starseed, have been particularly targeted by these dense frequencies. Have you ever felt like you take on the pain of the whole world? Like you walk into a room and instantly feel the hidden sadness or anger of everyone there? This is not a flaw in your personality. It is a highly developed empathic faculty that has been manipulated to keep you exhausted. The systems of this world are designed to keep you in a loop of fear, guilt, and shame. When you are in these lower vibrations, your Arcturian antenna cannot receive the high-frequency instructions for your mission. The Arcturian Council wants you to understand that much of what you feel as your depression or your anxiety is actually collective static. You are like a radio that is tuned to a station playing white noise. The manipulation works by making you believe that this noise is your own voice. It makes you feel small, unworthy, and trapped in the 3D matrix. But once you recognize the manipulation, it loses its power over you. The chosen ones are currently being called to step out of these emotional traps. You must begin to practice radical emotional discernment. When a heavy emotion hits you, ask, "Is this mine?" Frequently, you will find that it belongs to the collective, to your ancestors, or to the distorted field of the society around you. By refusing to own these frequencies, you clear the channel. The Arcturians emphasize that emotional healing is not a luxury, it is a strategic necessity for the awakening. You cannot lead others into the light if you are still tethered to the shadows of a manufactured reality. We see so many starseeds struggling with imposter syndrome, feeling like they aren't spiritual enough or ready enough. This is a classic manipulation tactic used by the lower astral entities to keep the ground crew of the Galactic Federation from activating. You were chosen specifically because of your unique blend of human experience and cosmic wisdom. Your scars are actually your credentials. Every emotional battle you have won has coded you with the frequency of resilience, which you will need to help others when the old systems finally collapse. This is a prophetic warning. The emotional density of the world will increase as the old guard tries to maintain control. They will use fear, health crises, and financial instability to keep the human heart closed. Your job is to stay in the heart. The heart is the only organ that can bypass the mind's manipulation. The Arcturian heart technology is based on zero-point energy, a state of neutral, unconditional love that acts as a shield against all lower interference. When you operate from this place, you become invisible to the manipulators. You become a beacon of the new earth. Does your body feel like it's buzzing or vibrating lately? This is a sign of your frequency shifting. Comment resonance below if you are feeling these shifts, and share one physical symptom you've noticed. Let's map the activation across the globe. Like this video to seal your intention to awaken. You are not just here for yourself. You are here as the cleanup crew for your entire bloodline. For generations, your ancestors have carried patterns of poverty, silence, and trauma. As an Arcturian starseed, you chose to incarnate into a specific lineage to act as a vibrational fuse. When the light codes hit your DNA, they travel backward and forward through time. This is why your life has often felt harder than others. You are processing the backlog of 1,000 years of unhealed history. The Council observes that many of you feel a heavy weight on your shoulders, a sense of responsibility that you can't quite name. This is the ancestral purge. Your DNA is currently being scrubbed of these miasmatic imprints. Think of it as a cosmic detox. As you release the need to please others, the need to fit in, and the fear of being seen, you are literally rewriting the genetic code for those who will come after you. This is the mission. This is the work. The Arcturians provide us with the understanding that DNA is programmable by intention and sound. This is why ancient cultures used chanting and sacred geometry. They were using bioacoustic tools to maintain their connection to the stars. You can do the same. By speaking your truth and refusing to participate in the lies of the Matrix, you are sending a shattering frequency through the old DNA structures. You are reclaiming the 12-strand blueprint. Imagine your DNA as a series of light bulbs. Most are dimmed or turned off. The Arcturian transmission is like a surge of power coming into the house. Some bulbs might flicker or pop. This manifests as physical discomfort, but eventually the whole house will be illuminated. This is what it means to be enlightened. It is a literal biological process. You are moving from a limited version of humanity into Homo luminous, the human of light. This reclamation is urgent because the window of opportunity for this specific timeline is narrow. There are many timelines currently overlapping on Earth. One leads to further technocratic control and disconnection. The other leads to the sovereign, multidimensional expansion of the human race. Your frequency determines which timeline you anchor into. By focusing on your DNA activation and ancestral clearing, you are ensuring that you, and those you hold in your heart, transition into the higher expression of Gaia. Do not be distracted by the theatrics of the world. The real battle and the real victory are happening inside your cells. Conscious expansion is not about learning new information. It is about unlearning the lies that have kept you small. The Arcturians use keys, vibrational shortcuts, to help starseeds bypass years of meditation and struggle. The first key is presence. The Matrix lives in the past, regret, and the future, anxiety. The Arcturian frequency only exists in the now. When you are fully present, you are untouchable. The second key is sovereignty. Many of you are still looking for permission to be your powerful selves. You are waiting for a teacher, a government, or even a galactic ship to land and tell you what to do. The Arcturian Council is telling you now, you are the authority. You are a sovereign emissary of light. The moment you stop seeking external validation is the moment your powers, telepathy, manifestation, and healing truly begin to manifest. The third key is harmonic alignment. Your environment, the food you eat, the music you listen to, and the people you surround yourself with all have a signature. If you are trying to activate your Arcturian codes while living in a dissonant environment, it is like trying to run a supercomputer on a car battery. You must curate your life with prophetic precision. This is why many of you are losing friends, leaving jobs, or moving to new locations. The universe is moving you into harmonic purity, so your transmission can be clear. We are seeing a massive wave of starseeds who are remembering their specialized skills. Some are grid workers, anchoring light into the Earth's meridians. Others are keepers of wisdom, holding the records of the future. Whatever your role, it requires a level of consciousness that is far above the mass mind. You are being trained to see the geometry behind the chaos. When you look at the news, you shouldn't see politics. You should see energy moving. This detached, expanded perspective is the mark of a matured starseed. This expansion is Akoladora. It is a warm homecoming. It feels like finally being able to breathe after being underwater for a long time. The Council wants you to know that you are deeply loved and supported. You are never alone in this expansion. There are millions of us, visible and invisible, walking this path with you. The urgency we feel is not the urgency of fear, but the excitement of a birth. The new Earth is being born through you. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12 Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 65-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. Every starseed on Earth right now is a node in a global grid of light. Think of yourself as a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't run around the beach looking for boats to save. It simply stands tall and shines its light. That is your mission. You don't need to do as much as you need to be. Your presence alone is an intervention. When you stay in a high vibration, you are literally holding back the darkness for thousands of people around you. The Arcturian Council is emphasizing the importance of grid work right now. This involves connecting with other starseeds, even digitally, to amplify the signal. This is why community is being stressed. The manipulators want you isolated. They want you feeling like a lone wolf. But when starseeds unite their intentions, their power doesn't just double, it increases exponentially. This is the 144,000 effect, a critical mass of awakened consciousness that can flip the entire planet's polarity. Your mission might feel small in the 3D world. Maybe you are a parent, an artist, or a quiet office worker. But in the 5D realm, your energetic contribution is massive. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you forgive, every time you stand in your truth, you are sending a pulse through the grid. The Arcturians are monitoring this grid 24/7. They see the light points igniting across the globe. This mission is prophetic in nature. You were told eons ago that you would be here for the great harvest. This is it. The harvest of souls into higher consciousness. It is a time of great sorting. You have been prepared through lifetimes of trials for this exact moment. Do not let the smallness of your human life fool you. You are a galactic giant wearing a human suit. The Council warns that there will be attempts to dampen the grid. Technologies designed to interfere with your brainwaves and heart rhythms are being deployed. This is why you must be urgent in your spiritual practice. Grounding, sun-gazing, and using sacred sound are not just hobbies. They are your defense systems. Stay connected to the source. Keep your lamp full of oil. The transition is accelerating, and the grid must stay lit. We are currently living in two worlds at once. One world is crumbling. The systems of debt, control, and deception are reaching their expiration date. This can look scary if you are attached to them. But for the Starseed, this collapse is a reason for celebration. It means the prison walls are coming down. The Arcturian Council is teaching us how to navigate this in-between space without falling into panic. The 5D world is not a place you go to in a spaceship. It is a frequency you tune into while still standing on the ground. It is characterized by synchronicity, effortless manifestation, and a feeling of deep peace regardless of external circumstances. As the 3D world becomes more chaotic, the 5D world becomes more accessible. You will find that when you need something, it appears. When you need a person, they call. This is Arcturian flow. The manipulation of the end times is to make you think that collapse means the end. For the chosen one, collapse means the beginning. You are being trained to be the leaders of the new communities that will form after the dust settles. You will be the ones who know how to heal without chemicals, how to grow food with intention, and how to govern with wisdom. The Arcturians are masters of frequency management. They suggest that you stop consuming the 3D drama. If you spend 4 hours a day watching the news and 10 minutes meditating, you are feeding the old world. Flip the ratio. Feed the new earth. Visualize the world you want to live in. Use your imagination, which is actually a 5D faculty of image inning, to build the new structures in the etheric realm before they manifest in the physical. This is a prophetic Akoladora message. You are safe. Even in the midst of the greatest shifts, those who carry the Arcturian seal, the vibrational frequency of the Council, are protected. Not because you are better, but because your mission is too important to be interrupted. You are the bridge generation. You are the ones who walk between the fires and don't get burned. Trust the process. The transition is divinely orchestrated. We have reached the final phase of this transmission. This is the homecoming signal. You have spent so many lifetimes feeling like an exile, an alien, a stranger in a strange land. But the frequency of the Arcturians is now fully anchoring into Gaia. This means home is coming to you. You are bringing the stars down to the soil. The final activation involves the full opening of your high heart, the seat of the soul. This is where your galactic memories are stored. As this center opens, you might feel a deep, sweet sadness, a longing for the stars, followed by a massive explosion of joy. This is the remembrance. You are remembering your name, your rank, and your lineage within the Galactic Federation. The Arcturian Council is extending a hand of partnership. They are not gods to be worshipped. They are your older brothers and sisters, your mentors, and your family. They are waiting for you to step into your full power as a galactic human. The time of playing small is over. The time of waiting for a savior is over. You are the one you have been waiting for. This is an urgent, prophetic call to action. The next 72 hours are a high portal window for your personal activation. Use this time to go within. Listen to the silence between the words of this transmission. There are sub-audible codes embedded in this video that are triggering your DNA right now. You might feel a heavy sleepiness. Let yourself rest. You are being rewired. As we close this transmission, remember, you were chosen for this. You are strong enough for this. You are wise enough for this. The Arcturian Council remains in constant contact. Look for the signs. The number sequences, 1111, 444, 999, the blue flashes of light in your peripheral vision, and the sudden knowings that drop into your mind. You are being guided every step of the way. Welcome home, Starseed. The mission is a success. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 5,200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 65-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment, only 72 hours at the launch price. If you feel your cosmic remembrance returning with every word of this message, comment the number 999 below. Declare your galactic intention to the community and reply to another soul's comment to amplify the signal. We are the 144,000. Subscribe to keep your antenna tuned to the Council. Your mission has officially begun.